Am I making you feel uncomfortable? So yeah, we've been getting a lot of Team Zeal applicants on the past couple of days, so this is actually a test match from jkrohn99, who wanted to join Zeal, and let's see how he does. So yeah, I lead with a Persian, he leads with a fortress, and I just, decide to do the fake out thing off the bat and then taunt him so he can't, like, set up spikes or stealth rocks, whatever he decides he wants to do. So yeah, I think he's probably going to switch, or I don't even know, so I decide just to U-turn. And he goes into a mag mortar, so I go into Tentacruel, and he goes for the Thunderbolt, but Tentacruel's special defense is pretty nice, so he takes it pretty nicely. And yeah, I'm just going to go for the Surf, and mag mortar special defense isn't so nice, so he's going to be taken down to the Surf, which is good. So yeah, mag mortar goes down, and that's awesome. So Tentacruel gets some leftovers recovery, and now he goes out into a Latias, and I suppose he was predicting the switch, so he decided to go for the Surf, and yeah, didn't do a whole lot, and I'm thinking this thing is like Specs, if I had to guess. Maybe Scarf, I don't even know. But I set up some Toxic Spikes, and I don't think he can hurt me, so I decided to go for this Toxic Spikes again, and now he goes into this Fortress again, and yeah, I'm just going to go for the Surf, since I'm pretty sure it's a 2-hit KO, because Fortress doesn't have great special defense, only good defense, and he's going to set up the Toxic Spikes, which is kind of strange, because Tentacruel can always get rid of them just by switching in, because it's a poison type, but I don't know. I go for the Surf again and kill it, and that's pretty cool. So he goes back in a Latias, and I'm thinking the worst thing he could do is Draco Meteor me. But instead this thing has a Thunderbolt, so I wasn't really expecting it to have Thunderbolt, and I wasn't actually expecting it to kill me, but he got a crit, and that kind of blows, because I just really was just going to go for the, I was just going to go for the Rapid Spin to get rid of the Poison Spikes right there, but now I can't get rid of them at all. So yeah, I go into Persian, fake out, because that's what I do, and now I'm just going to go for the Hypnosis, trying to put this Latias to sleep, and I do get it to sleep, which is good, and yeah, I'm just going to go for the U-turn, and that's super effective on Latias, so it does some nice damage, as well as switching out. So yeah, I decided to go out into Steelix, because I know he's locked into Thunderbolt, and he's still asleep, which is good for me. So he goes into Heat Ran, as I stop Stealth Rocks, and obviously he's going to do a Fire-type move, and I just can't have that, so I go into Ninetales. And he goes for the Flamethrower, and it triggers my Flash Fire, and yeah, that's a pretty nice move for me. So I think he's going to switch here, so I decide to go out into... He's either going to switch, yeah, he's probably just going to switch, so I decided to go out in a Staraptor, and he goes in a Latias, and I was just going to go for the U-turn. This is my banded Staraptor, but instead he wakes up and goes for the Draco Meteor, and that's going to take out Staraptor, which sucks. So I'm pretty sure this thing is Specs right now. So yeah, he takes down Staraptor, and that's not good for me, and I decided to go out and Rhyperior, because after the special attack drop, I should be able to set up. So I go for my, yeah, I decided to go for the Rock Polish, and he intimidates me, which isn't good, but I'm still pretty sure I can kill this thing with Stone Edge, and I actually do, which makes me really happy, because this is the Rhyperior I always use, but just never does anything, and he actually does something, which makes me happy. So yeah, I get a crit, but I don't think it mattered, because I have a Life Orb, and it's stabbed, and it's super effective. So, even after the Intimidate, I don't think it mattered. And now he goes into Scizor, and I'm thinking he might Bullet Punch, and that would kill me, obviously. But instead he just sets up the Stealth Rocks, or sorry, the Swords Dance, as I go into Steelix. So he goes for the Brick Break, and super effective, and he has the Life Orb, so it does a lot of damage, and I'm just going to go for the Earthquake to get damage, and I don't do enough damage, I don't think. But Steelix actually survives, which is because Steelix is a complete and utter defensive beast. But now he's going to go for the Brick Break, and that's going to take out Steelix, unfortunately. And, yeah, that blows. So I go into Persian, kind of hoping that I can do enough damage with Fake Out to have it die, and I get a crit, which is really good for me, because now he's dead to another Life Orb, so I decided just to go into Ninetales, figuring Ninetales can take the Bullet Punch, maybe, at least. Can take the Bullet Punch better than any of the other Pokemon I have. So yeah, he Bullet Punches Ninetales, it barely survives, and down goes Scizor. So now he goes into Latias, and what he really should have done here was lock himself into Surf, because that would have done significant damage to my entire team, but he made a big mistake and locked himself into Thunderbolt. And Rhyperior is immune to it, so that gives me a free setup, and that's the game. Now, he told me that his heat ran was actually Specs, not Scarf. So I might have been able to win anyway, because if he locked himself in a Surf, I would finish him off with Persian, then try to put to sleep the heat ran and set up with Rhyperior anyway. But still, he would have had a shot at it if he went for the Surf there, but he didn't. So I set up with Rhyperior, and he wins me the game. Thank you, Rhyperior. Finally, you do something. So yeah, great game, jkrohn. Rate, comment, subscribe, guys. We'll have to see if he makes it into Zeal. I don't know. Well, he did okay. He did okay. So rate, comment, subscribe, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye. And today's question of the day is, what is your favorite in-game Pokemon town? Mine is probably the Gold, Silver, Crystal, Viridian City, because it had that Pokemon battling place where you could like battle your friends. It was just a lot of fun. I don't know, I liked Viridian City in that game. But yeah, leave a comment about your favorite in-game town.